Racing to the 2020 Kentucky Derby, and this time we took a look back, Old Del Mar, and it was an exciting race in the Shared Belief Stakes. Two scratches, Annie Dior, who will run in the Ellis Park Derby, and Uncle Chuck, who is heading to the Spa to take on Tiz the Law in the Travers Stakes next week. So it left four horses, and the big 1-5 favorite was Honor AP. He defeated Authentic in the Santa Anita Derby. And that was coming off a long layoff. Again, another little bit of a break. They pointed to the Shared Belief. He did finish second in Old Del Mar last year in his debut, and they hadn't really tightened the screws for this race, and it was cutting back to a mile and a 16th, and with no pace signed on, the key to this race was who was going to take the lead. And some people thought it would be Suzanne, but I think some people forgot to look at the past performances, because front runner, 1,000 Words, used to be kind of more close to the pace. Got outrun, was too close to the pace in the Robert B. Lewis. And then they kind of spent most of the spring and summer trying to get him to rate a little bit. And the last time out, he came in a small field, made a mid-race move against Uncle Chuck, and then got outrun during the long stretch. But this time out, he got a flyer out of the gate from a new jockey, and Cedillo sent him to the lead. And he kind of cat and moused him a little bit. Interesting race from Honor AP. He was last out of the four early. Then he kind of made a mid-race move on the backstretch to get up to second. Suzanne wanted to separate and help his stablemate a little bit. He moved up a little bit. Kind of a subtle little move from Suzanne, but it made Honor AP 3 wide down that backstretch and into the turn. Then 1,000 Words kind of let up on the gas a little bit, let him get close, and then just kicked away in the stretch. Honor AP kind of grinded along and picked up the second place finish. I think the top two got a lot out of this race. 1,000 Words now can come from behind. He can come on the front end. I think they're definitely going to go back to rating tactics in the Kentucky Derby. Honor AP made a subtle 3 moves in this race. He can now start cranking down and getting into more conditioning at a 1.25 miles. He's definitely a grinder and a long distance type runner. So Suzanne just really wasn't ready for this in his third lifetime race. It'll be interesting to see where they go on, or maybe they start to train towards the Preakness a little bit. It actually wasn't a bad race for his third lifetime start and having to concede the lead to 1,000 Words. I think if you were to reverse trips, you might have seen Suzanne get the same trip that 1,000 Words got in this race. Honor AP really had to either get more of an aggressive warm-up and go to the lead, or try to make one move all at once going into the turn, and I think Mike Smith kind of got caught on not one of his Hall of Fame rides. So the West Coast is set. This does flatter Uncle Chuck. He dusted 1,000 Words, and a 1.25 miles next week in the Travers Stakes going to separate top 5-6 horses in that race, and that's going to be interesting because that's a 1.25 miles on August 8th before the Kentucky Derby, which is a 1.25 miles, and I don't think anybody wants to get too much of a dogfight in that race. Who did you like out of the Shared Belief Stakes? Leave a comment below, hit subscribe, ring that bell for notifications as we lead you up to the 2020 Kentucky Derby.